attack on higher education in Texas, it started in Florida. They were like, oh, cool. DeSantis, you did it. Now we're going to do it. So y'all got to realize, I keep trying to tell you, they want to attack the infrastructure, the system. They want massive control over all of it. That is their strategy. They do not want people to be taught about history. That's why they target the books. They do not want any of this stuff happening. And so this thing is so deep. It is so pervasive. And I just think too many people are just, man, that stuff don't really impact me. Man, I didn't go to college, so that ain't my school. I don't really care. You don't understand. This thing is so deep. And again, they are going after systems, institutions. It is all by design. Watch this Robert Reich video.
Why is Trump trying to fire you?
Well, Elmo thinks it can maybe because Mr. Trump is mad at Sesame Street for making fun of him.
I'm Donald Trump, and I have more trash than all of you, so yeah.
But trying to cancel Sesame Street, which has helped children learn to read and count for over half a century, is part of a larger plan. Trump is waging a war on the American mind. Throughout history, tyrants have understood that their major enemy is an educated public. Slaveholders prohibited enslaved people from learning to read. The Third Reich burned books. The Khmer Rouge banned music. Stalin and Pinochet censored the media. And Trump, like past authoritarians, wants to control not just what we do, but also how we think. He has embraced one of the mottos from George Orwell's 1984. Ignorance is strength. He knows that an uninformed public is easier to divide and conquer.
I love the poorly educated.
There are 5 facets to the authoritarian attack on our minds. Number 1, rewrite history. The protagonist of 1984 works in the so-called Ministry of Truth, where he's made to literally rewrite history because Big Brother knows that he who controls the past controls the future. That's chilling in a dystopian novel. It's even scarier in real life, where Trump and his MAGA cronies are making schools whitewash slavery and segregation, cover up the genocide of Native Americans, and erase the LGBTQ rights movement. Authoritarians know that if they can convince us our country has never been wrong, they can make us believe our ruler is always right. If they can make us forget how brave activists fought for change in the past, they can stop us from seeking change in the future. Rewriting history goes hand in hand with the next facet of the attack on our minds. Number 2, gut education. As Trump tries to abolish the Department of Education, he's also proposing to cut funding for K-12 public schools and to force universities to give him influence over student admissions, faculty hiring, and what's taught. As a professor, I know firsthand how education empowers young people's minds. We can't have a functioning democracy if people cannot deliberate critically about it. That's why authoritarians replace education with indoctrination.
Children will be taught to love America. Children will be taught to be patriots.
Instead of teaching students to think for themselves, authoritarians seek to instill blind allegiance and to suppress dissent. That's why the Italian and German fascists of the 20th century immediately turned their country's educational systems into instruments of the party. Placing a chokehold on universities also relates to the next facet of the attack. Number 3, dismantle science. By freezing university research grants and attacking the National Institutes of Health, the National Science Foundation, and USAID, Trump is stifling medical and scientific research. And his cuts to the Centers for Disease Control and the Food and Drug Administration put all of us at risk. He's also abducting scientists who disagree with his administration. Can you imagine a crueler way to rob America of the global intellectual capital that has helped us become the world leader in scientific research? All of this moves us further from cures for cancer, Alzheimer's, and HIV. This could seem baffling if you don't recognize it as part of a larger strategy. We all get sick. So how can medical research and disease prevention be political? Because science acknowledges objective facts. Authoritarians insist that the ruler is more powerful than the facts. As Orwell wrote, it means a loyal willingness to say that black is white when party discipline demands this. Another way to attack facts? Number 4, suppress the media.
As I call it, the fake news media.
From suing ABC and CBS over their news coverage, to threatening to strip network broadcast licenses, to defunding PBS and NPR, Trump is trying to silence major news sources. He wants control over what information Americans can or cannot get. A free press exists to question authority and help the public question it as well. But authoritarians insist they must never be questioned.
Don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question.
Authoritarians want to consolidate state power over what the public can know. The final facet of the authoritarian attack on our minds also attacks our spirit, which brings us to number 5, attack the arts. The arts exist to provoke us, challenge our thinking, and help us see beyond ourselves. They're an important and independent aspect of an educated society, which is why authoritarians have historically attacked the arts. So it's no surprise that Trump is canceling grants from the National Endowment for the Arts, dictating what's displayed at the Smithsonian, and has installed himself as the chair of the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. To limit art is to limit free speech and expression. It's a crucial step that authoritarians use to silence anyone who dissents through creativity. Added up, these 5 facets of Trump's attack on the American mind render us less informed, less inspired, and easier to control. They empower him to divide us with hatred and fear, and they prevent us from discovering that we have more in common with one another than with the authoritarians who try to rule us. This attack on our minds reduces our capacity for self-government because ignorance is the handmaiden of tyranny. Please help spread the truth by sharing this video.
Tony, I wish people really would wake up and realize how serious this thing is.